this is now our board for weighing bridge. I told you that this arm is a resistance and this is going to be capacitor. Both are connected in series in these two arms, in between these two terminals. In this and this terminal, resistance and capacitor, they are connected in parallel. And this arm's only resistance is there, and this arm also only resistance is there. So that way the bridge is going to be formed. Between two ends of this one, input, that is we are connecting the AFO, VAC, we are connecting here VAC here. And between two other arms of the bridge, we are connecting AC millivoltmeter, like this. Like this, AC millivoltmeter is connecting. So, we are not connecting here any power supply. So, let us say we are adjusting first of all 1 kilohertz frequency. We are adjusting a 5 volt. That means first of all we have to measure the input voltage also, that it is supposed to be 5 volt. So, I am connecting this one with this meter. Just a minute. So you can see that AC millivoltmeter and AFO, they are connected. That means whatever output you are giving from the AFO, that output is going to be measured on this meter. So now I am giving this voltage, it's going to be higher. This is I am keeping in a higher range, 10 volt range or something, it is going to be there. So this is in a 10 volt range. Now I am adjusting the input voltage of 5 volt between 4 and 6. It is a 5 volt. So 1 kilohertz frequency is there, and amplitude which I have adjusted from here, that is going to be 5 volt, which you can see in the meter. This I am connecting at the input side or two arms of the main bridge. Other two arms of the main bridge, you are connecting a AC millivoltmeter. Now, we will be varying the frequency. We will be starting with the lower frequency. This is a 30 Hertz, 40 Hertz is going to be there, 37 Hertz or something. And for that, output is very, very low. Instead of 5 volt, it is, you can see that how much it is, a very low voltage is going to be there. Now, we will be increasing this frequency. So output has been increased. And you can see that I am increasing the frequency to kilohertz or something. The output voltage is going to be decreases. This is your output voltage, less than 1 volt. It is in 300 millivolt. So it is 200 millivolt. That means 0.2 volt. The frequency is 26 kilohertz now. So the frequency is going to be increased at some particular value. Now voltage is going to be decreasing and it becomes minimum. Now you can see that up to a certain frequency, the voltage was decreasing. This is approximately 307K or something. Voltage is going to be minimum. And then if I am increasing the frequency, the voltage is going to be increasing. So that way you will get this kind of curve. Initially, for a lower frequency, the output voltage is going to be higher. Whatever almost input you have given, it will be there. But then after, it is decreasing. And at particular frequency, it becomes minimum. and then after it is going to be increasing, and again it is going to be the same value. So you will get this kind of dip. This is particular frequency you have to find out where the output voltage is going to be minimum, and that is called a balance condition. This type of readings you have to take for two different values. R2 is equal to R4. That means the resistance R2, this resistance and resistance R4, they are going to be the same in this arms. For that you have to take one set of the readings. Then the same resistance is here. So if you connect these two resistors are in parallel series, then R2 and R4 is going to be double than this resistance. Or if you connect them in a parallel, you can say that R4 is half of this resistance will be there. And that way you can have a two different set of the readings. R2 is equal to R4, that is one set of the readings. Another set, R2 is equal to 2 times R4. That means R4 should be half of the R2. And for that you have to connect these two resistors which are connected in parallel. Both are equal resistance. So when you connect the equal resistance in parallel, equivalent is going to be half of that resistance. And that way you get the second conditions. Again you are changing the frequency. You can see this is the observation table, and you are measuring the output voltage. As you are increasing the frequency, the voltage is going to be decreasing, and at one particular level the voltage is going to be minimum, and then after it is going to be increasing again. So you will get this kind of graph in that case. Thank you very much, friends. This is regarding the Wien bridge circuit, and using this one in SY you are going to study the Wien bridge oscillator, because if this is going to be utilized, then that particular frequency is going to be oscillated, because the voltage is going to be minimum but the current is going to be maximum, and that going to be augmented and you will find oscillation.